What is this I read in history, full of marvel, full of mystery, difficult to understand? Is it fiction? Is it truth? Children in the flower of youth, heart in heart, and hand in hand, ignorant of what helps or harms, without armor, without arms, journeying to the Holy Land. Who shall answer or divine? Never since the world was made, such a wonderful crusade started forth for Palestine. Never while the world shall last will it reproduce the past. Never will it see again such an army, such a band, over mountain, over main, journeying to the Holy Land. Like a shower of blossoms blown from the parent trees were they, like a flock of birds that fly through the unfrequented sky, holding nothing as their own, passed they into lands unknown, passed to suffer and to die. Oh, the simple childlike trust! Oh, the faith that could believe what the harnessed, iron-mailed knights of Christendom had failed by their prowess to achieve. They, the children, could and must. Little thought the hermit, preaching holy wars to knight and baron, that the words dropped in his teaching, his entreaty, his beseeching, would by children's hands be gleaned, and the staff on which he leaned blossom like the rod of Aaron. As a summer wind upheaves the innumerable leaves in the bosom of a wood, not as separate leaves, but massed all together by the blast, so for evil or for good, his resistless breath upheaved, all at once the many-leaved, many-thoughted multitude. In the tumult of the air, rock the boughs with all the nests, cradled on their tossing crests. By the fervor of his prayer, troubled hearts were everywhere, rocked and tossed in human breasts. For a century at least, his prophetic voice had ceased, but the air was heated still by his lurid words and will, as from fires in far-off woods, in the autumn of the year, an unwonted fever broods in the sultry atmosphere. In Cologne the bells were ringing, in Cologne the nuns were singing hymns and canticles divine. Loud the monks sang in their stalls, and the thronging streets were loud with the voices of the crowd. Underneath the city walls, silent flowed the river Rhine. From the gates that summer day, clad in robes of hodden gray, with the red cross on the breast, azure-eyed and golden-haired, forth the young crusaders fared, while above the band devoted, consecrated banners floated, fluttered many a flag and streamer, and the cross o'er all the rest, singing lowly, meekly, slowly, give us back the holy sepulchre of the Redeemer. On the vast procession pressed, youths and maidens. Ah, what master hand shall paint how they journeyed on their way, how the days grew long and dreary, how their little feet grew weary, how their little hearts grew faint. Ever swifter, day by day, flowed the homeward river, ever more and more its whitening current broke and scattered into spray, till the calmly flowing river changed into a mountain torrent, rushing from its glacier green down through chasm and black ravine. Like a phoenix in its nest, burned the red sun in the west, sinking in an ashen cloud in the east above the crest of the sea-like mountain chain. Like a phoenix from its shroud came the red sun back again. Now around them, white with snow, closed the mountain peaks. Below, headlong from the precipice, down into the dark abyss, plunged the cataract, white with foam, and it said, or seemed to say, "O return, while yet you may, foolish children, to your home. There the holy city is." But the dauntless leader said, "Faint not, though your bleeding feet o'er these slippery paths of sleet move but painfully and slowly. Other feet than yours have bled, other tears than yours been shed. Courage! Lose not heart or hope. On the mountain's southern slope lies Jerusalem the holy. As a white rose in its pride, by the wind in summertide, tossed and loosened from the branch, showers its petals o'er the ground. From the distant mountain side, scattering all its snows around, with mysterious muffled sound, loosened fell the avalanche, voices, echoes far and near, roar of winds and waters blending, mists uprising, clouds impending, filled them with a sense of fear, formless, nameless, never ending.